Hello everyone, this is Michelle at Scrappy Soul Sisters and welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a mini book walkthrough, and so I did this mini book with a cut file from Peartree Cutfiles. When I was looking through their assortment, and I've said this before, but they have so many, but I found this cute little luggage floral cut file, and I thought that would be perfect for a little travel book. And so I uploaded that cut file into Cricut Design Space and sized it to the size I wanted, so I would be able to have at least a 3x4 in a portrait size in the book. And then I made a duplicate of that cut file, took that duplicate to the contour tool, and then erased all contours. And so that just gave me a solid piece like you would see here. The other thing that I did, because I knew I wanted to put in a key ring up at the top, and I wasn't sure that it would fit through the luggage size very well. You'll see in the cut file it has just a thin luggage handle, but I wanted to make sure my ring would fit, so I took two circles from images, sliced it together to create a ring, and then I merged that on the top of my handle. So that worked really well, but if you do it, just make sure your ring is wide enough, because mine ended up being too thin, so a couple of my pages did break, and so I fixed that. You know, every mistake is just an opportunity for creativity, so I just used my reinforcement ring punch here to reinforce those sections, and so you'll see that as I flip through the book. I went ahead and cut out all the pages, as well as a couple pieces of chipboard for the cover and the back. And then when I did it, I also did two pieces for every page so I could adhere them together, make it a little bit stronger, and then also that helped me make sure that the orientation was going the right way, because it's going to flip like this. And so I wanted to make sure there was no birds flying upside down, flowers growing upside down, any of that. So yeah, so that's how I put it all together. So this book is a travel book about a crop that I go to every year. It is up at Mount Baker at a chalet up there. And so because it was a fall themed crop, it happens in early October, sometimes late September every year. And it was kind of a create type of deal. I used Discover and Create by Vicki Boutin. That seemed to be perfect. I cut out a lot, I just fussy cut out a lot of these flowers to decorate throughout, and then I punched out a lot of these circles to use as bases for embellishment. You'll see that as I flip through. All right, I think that is about it. So let's take a look at the book. I created this little tag, a little luggage tag to go with my luggage, a little key for my luggage, to help decorate the cover. Okay, so this crop, like I said, takes place in early October. It's usually 2 weekends in fall. It is usually Wednesday through Sunday, so each crop you can do up to 4 days up there. And if you're lucky, you can do both weekends. You can have 8 days of cropping away from home. So yeah, that always sounds good to me. And so, like I said, I cut out a lot of those little circles and use them as bases, because the flowers will go off to the left and right and are really cute, but they need a little something something. I tend to do some embellishments in between pages on albums like this, And so I included this little butterfly, and on the back I stamped him with a script stamp and did a little bit of color blending. All right, and so this is beautiful Mount Shuckson. So this is the view from the chalet. So obviously a very peaceful place to be, away with your girlfriends and getting things done. And here are some pictures of our scrapping space. And so either 2 people to a table. I think these are either 6-foot or 8-foot tables. I don't remember off the top of my head. And sometimes if it's not a busy crop, you get a table all to yourself. Oh my gosh. So exciting. Spread all that stuff out. This is my workstation. This is when I was unpacking. Believe me, it does not look like this for long. All right, some little scissors. This is a view of, this is the deck outside of the chalet. Our workspace is just right in here. So if ever you need to step away for a call, to feed the birds, have some coffee in the mornings, or just chill out in the afternoon in the sun, this is the place for you. So it can't be cropping all the time. Well, it can, but for us, I was there 8 days, so I needed to get out and about, particularly in the mornings. And so the chalet is just down the street. It's probably 100 yards away from Picture Lake. And Picture Lake is just a beautiful place to get pictures in the morning at sunrise. So there was a few mornings that we headed out there. Here's Stacy waiting for that sun to get in the right spot, doing what it takes. Even willing to be uncomfortable. I am not willing to be uncomfortable to take my pictures. I just waited. And beautiful foliage all around us with the frost. And then here is a picture of Picture Lake with the sun coming up, and Mount Shuckson there in the background. We also, when we needed to stretch our legs, we headed to Artist Point, which is above, really towards the end of the line on this Mount Baker Highway that goes up to the ski lodge and past it. And Artist Point is just gorgeous any time of the year that you can get up there. It's only open in the summer due to the snow. So we thought we'd head up and take some fabulous fall foliage pictures, but everybody in Whatcom County, I think, had the same idea. It was so busy up there. I've never seen it so busy, so many cars lined up along the highway. It was crazy. So we headed back down, found another viewpoint with a hike, and got outside, had a great time stretching our legs. Here's my happy friends getting some fresh air. So every crop that we have, they always have a really fun theme. And the theme for this one was Be Creative. So someone thankfully was all in and got the headgear and all that kind of stuff. And so we took these great pictures to help us remember our Be Creative crop. I added this little Happy Times tag. And it also... excuse me, has a bit of journaling on the back with the date and what the theme was. So, and the last page of my album just has this gorgeous picture of from our hike along the river there at Mount Baker. So that is my book. Thank you for joining me for this little flip through. I appreciate it. And I will, like I said, I'll link the cut file for this luggage cut file into the comments for Peartree Cutfiles. They have so many cut files. I can't believe they wouldn't have what you needed. So check them out. They also have acrylic pieces, stencils, just a wide variety of product. This is my last project with them as a guest designer. So it's been a lot of fun working with them for these for the month of April, and I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you all for watching, and here are some close-ups. Please subscribe or like. Thanks.